Right, let us do corrections for activity 5, which is resistors in series, from page 136 of your textbook. Right, let's start with number 4. It says two resistors, respectively 3 ohms and 2 ohms, are connected to the terminals of the battery with a potential difference of 10 volts. Draw a circuit diagram of the circuit and provide labels. So they're telling us the battery has a potential difference of 10 volts, and we know if it's a battery, the total voltage is across the battery, which means the total voltage is 10 volts. Then they're saying that you have 3 ohms and 2 ohms resistors. Now they did not tell us, obviously it's in parallel, which means we will take it for granted that it's in series. So you're going to draw the circuit diagram. They didn't tell us how many cells or batteries, so I just drew one, and that is going to give you a reading of 10 volts. And then you have the conducting wires, and I have 2 resistors in series. The one is 3 ohms and the other one is 2 ohms. Now you can put it next to each other, but even if you put it like this, because it's not branched, it's still a series circuit. Right, then number 4.2, what is the equivalent or total resistance of the circuit? So they're just asking us for total resistance. And remember, in a series circuit, you need to use this formula, which is R1 plus R2 plus R3, etc. So since there's only 2 resistors here, we're just going to add it. So it will be 3 plus 2, which will give you a total of 5 ohms for the entire resistance in the circuit. Right, 4.3. Calculate the potential difference across the 3 ohm resistor by making use of the definition of resistance. Now, when they say make use of the definition of resistance, it means you need to use the resistance formula, which is R is equals to V over I. Now, they're asking us for the voltage across the 3 ohm resistor. Now, if you look here, 3 ohm resistor is in series, and we know voltage is divided in series, but it's not divided equally. So it doesn't mean that this resistor and this resistor will have the same voltage. Now, we do know that the total voltage is 10 volts, which means that this 10 volts is divided amongst the 3 ohm resistor and the 2 ohm resistor, but it's not divided equally, so we cannot just assume that the 10 volts is going to go here and here equally. Okay, now if we're going to use the formula, which is R is equals to V over I, that formula requires current, and we don't have current in this circuit. They didn't tell us what the current is, but we can calculate the current. Now we know in a series circuit, current is the same everywhere, which is the total current. And to get total current, you need to use total resistance and total voltage. Now, we do have the total voltage, which is across the cell, which is 10 volts. And the total resistance, we just worked it out in question 4.2, and that's 5 ohms. So since we have total voltage and total resistance, we can first work out total current. So we're going to use the formula R is equals to V over I. Total resistance is 5, total voltage is 10 divided by current, and you'll get current to be equal to 2 amps. Remember, we said if you want to work out the total of something, you need to use the total of everything. So if you want to work out total voltage, you need to use total resistance and total current. Right, so now that we have the current, now we can work out the potential difference or the voltage in the 3 ohm resistor. Now we know the current is the same everywhere, so whether it's for the 3 ohm resistor or the other resistor, both of them will have a current of 2 amps. And the resistor, which is now the specific resistance of the 3 ohms, will be 3. So again, for the second time, we're going to use this formula, V is equals to IR. Remember, we said the current is the same, which is 2 amps. Now, we're not working out total voltage, so we're not going to use total resistance. We're going to use specific resistance. And since they're asking us for the 3 ohm resistor, that specific resistance is 3 ohms. So, voltage is equal to 2 times 3, which will give you 6 volts. Right, now let's move on to number 5. In the accompanying circuit, each cell has an EMF of 1.5 volts. So if you look at the circuit, can you see we have a battery here? And this battery is made up of 4 cells. And they're telling us that each cell has an EMF, or just say a voltage of 1.5 volts. So if we want to get the total voltage of this entire thing, we need to remember that each cell has a specific EMF, and there's 4 of them. They didn't give us total voltage, they gave us this voltage of each cell. Right, 5.1. What are the readings on A and V when the switch is open? Now remember, if it's a series circuit and the switch is open, there's only one way for current to flow. So if the switch is open, it means current is not going to flow anyway, which means the circuit won't work and the current will be 0 amps. Right, but since its voltage is across the battery, even though the circuit is not on or the current is not flowing, the voltage of the battery will still give you a reading, and that will be the voltage of the battery itself. So if we want the voltage of the battery itself, remember we said each cell's EMF is 1.5 volts and there's 4 cells, so to get the total voltage it will be 4 times 1.5 volts, which will give you 6 volts, and 6 volts is the total voltage across this battery. Right, next one. The switch is now closed. So now they're telling us the switch is closed, which means current is now flowing in the circuit. Right, calculate the equivalent or total resistance. Now we know it's a series circuit, so to calculate total resistance, you just have to add the resistances. So we have the 3 ohms one and we have the 6 ohms one, so we're going to add 3 and 6, which will give you 9 ohms. Right, 5.3, calculate the reading on A. Remember, A is the ammeter, which means you're going to calculate the current. Now, we know it's a series circuit, so current is the same everywhere, which is the total current, which means if you are calculating total current, you need to use total voltage and total resistance. So we're just going to use the same formula, R is equals to V over I. In most cases, you will use this formula, R is equals to V over I. Right, so the resistance total is 9, which we got from this question. The total voltage is 6 volts, which we got from the battery. And then you solve for I and you'll get 0.67 amps. Right, 5.3, the potential difference or the voltmeter reading across the 3 ohm resistor. Now, they are not asking us for the total voltage. They're asking us for the voltage across the 3 ohm resistor. So they're asking us for a specific voltage, which is for this resistor here. Right, so to do that, we're going to use again the same formula, V is equals to IR. Now we know that the current is the same everywhere because it's a series circuit. So whatever current is flowing in the entire circuit is the same current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor, which we worked out in 5.3 to be 0.67 amps. Right, so for current, you're going to substitute 0.67 amps. Now for resistance, because they're asking us for specific resistance from the 3 ohm resistor, we're going to use that resistance and not the total resistance. So we will use 3 ohms and that will give you the voltage of 2 volts, and this voltage 2 volts is the specific voltage for the 3 ohm resistor. It's not the total voltage, it's only the voltage of the 3 ohm resistor. Right, then 5.5, calculate the potential difference across the 6 ohm resistor. Now remember, in series we said voltage is divided, so the 3 ohm resistor is going to get a certain amount of voltage and the 6 ohm resistor is also going to get a certain amount of voltage, and they're not necessarily going to be equal. So again, we can do the same thing we done for this one. So we can use this formula, V is equals to IR. Again, for current, we're going to use 0.67 because it's the total current, it's the same everywhere. And for resistance now, we're going to use 6 ohm resistor because we're working specific voltage of this specific resistor. Right, so 0.67 times 6, and that will give you 4 volts. Right, so the voltage going through the 6 ohm resistor is 4 volts. Now, remember we said in series voltage is divided, but if you add them, you'll get total voltage. So since the voltage is divided amongst the 3 ohm resistor and the 6 ohm resistor, if we add that, we're supposed to get total voltage. So let's look at the voltage of the 3 ohm. It's 2 volts, and for the 6 ohms, it's 4 volts. So if we add 2 plus 4, it will give you 6 volts. And remember, we said 6 volts is the total voltage of the battery. So it means we have calculated it correctly. Right, let's move on to 5.8. Calculate the amount of charge that moves through A in 1 minute. Now, remember, if they're asking you for charge and they're giving you time, there's only one formula to use, and that's the current formula. Q is equals to I times change in time. Current, again, is the same everywhere, so it's 0.67. Time is 1 minute, but remember, we have to convert it to seconds, so you will multiply 1 by 60, and that will give you 40.2 coulombs. Right, let's move on to number 6. Number 6 says, in the accompanying circuit, each cell has an EMF of 3 volts. Again, they're telling us each cell's voltage or EMF is 3 volts. They're not telling us the total voltage, they're just telling us what each one is. So in this case, we have 3 cells and each one has an EMF of 3 volts, which means if we want to get the total voltage, we will say the voltage of each one multiply by however many they are. So it will be 3 volts times 3 cells, which will give you a total of 9 volts. Right, let's start with number 6.1. Calculate the total resistance in the circuit. Again, can you see this is a series circuit? Don't be fooled by this branch you see here. Remember, we said voltmeters are always in parallel. They will always have branches, even if it's a series circuit. So even though you see a branch here, this branch is for the voltmeter, not for the resistors. So when you see a circuit, you ignore the voltmeters and you just focus on the resistors or light bulbs. So can you see these two are in series? They are flowing. There's no branches between them. Right, so to calculate resistors in series, you're just going to add them. So we're going to say 3 plus 2, which gives you 5 ohms. Right, let's do 6.2. Calculate the reading on the emitter. Now the emitter is obviously measuring current, and since it's a series circuit, we know current is the same everywhere, which is the total current. So we can again use this formula. Most of the time you'll be using the same formula, so R is equals to V over I, and we have to use total resistance and total voltage. So in the previous question we worked out total resistance, it was 5. We said total voltage is all of the cells together, which is 9. Then you're going to solve for I, and that will give you 1.8 amps. Right, 6.3. Calculate the reading on the voltmeter. Now, if you look here, can you see that there's only one voltmeter in this circuit? And this voltmeter is connected across the 2 ohm resistor, which means this voltmeter is not giving you the total voltage. It's giving you the voltage only for this 2 ohm resistor. So it's giving us specific voltage. So if they're asking us to work out specific voltage, we need to use the specific resistance, which is for the 2 ohm resistor. And we know current is the same everywhere, so we can just use the total current. Right. So again, we're going to use the same formula, V is equals to IR. Current we worked out is 1.8 from 6.2, and resistance, which is the specific resistance, is the 2 ohm resistor, and that will give you a voltage of 3.6 volts. Now remember, this 3.6 volts is not the total voltage. It is only the voltage of the 2 ohm resistor, because the voltmeter is connected across this. So the 3 ohm resistor will still have a different voltage. Right. Let's move on to the next one, which is 6.4. The potential difference across the 3 ohm resistor. Now they're asking us for the voltage only for the 3 ohm resistor. Now there's many ways you can do this, but I want to show you the easier way. Now remember, we said in series circuit voltage is divided, and if you add all of the voltages, you will get the total voltage. Now if you go back to the diagram, can you see that the total voltage is 9 volts, which is across the battery, and we worked out the voltage across the 2 ohm resistor. So if we take the total voltage minus the voltage of this resistor, that will give you the voltage of the 3 ohm resistor. Right, so that way you don't need to do a proper formula. You can just say total voltage is equal to the voltages of each one. Then you're going to solve for the one you're looking for. So you will say total minus the voltage of the other voltmeter, which is 9 minus 3.6. And that will give you voltage of the other resistor to be 5.4 volts. Right, then the last one, 6.5, the charge that flows through the 3 ohm resistor in 2 minutes. Again, if they ask you for charge and they give you time, you just have to use Q is equals to I times change in T. And we know current is the same everywhere, so we're using the same current we worked out before, which is 1.8. Time has to be in seconds, so you will say 2 times 60, and that will give you 216 coulombs. Can you see that it's basically the same thing repeated all the time, and you're going to use the same formulas over and over again. You're always using the voltage formula, the current formula, and the resistance formula. You're just going to see what information you have, what they're asking you for, choose a formula, and then substitute it in. Right, let's do the last question, question 7. Right, in the accompanying sketch, each cell has an EMF of 2 volts. Again, they're telling us each cell's EMF. They're not telling us the total EMF. Now, if you're looking at the circuit here, can you see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells, and each one has 2 volts. So if we want the total voltage for this battery, we're going to say 5 cells times 2 volts each, which will give you a total of 10 volts. Right, so the total voltage of the battery itself is 10 volts. So just be careful when you're reading the question. Make sure you see what they're actually telling you. Don't take it for granted that they're giving you something when they might be giving you something else. Right, let's start. 7.1, what is the reading on A, V1, V2, and V3 when the switch is open? Now remember, we said in a series circuit, if you open the switch, no current will flow anywhere, nothing is going to work. Now we can see that this is a series circuit. The resistors are all in series. I told you just to ignore the voltmeters. Those will always be branches. So you ignore voltmeters, and once you ignore them, you'll see that all the resistors are in series, so it's a series circuit. Right, now if the switch is open, no current is flowing, so the emitter A will give you a reading of 0 amps. V1, now if you look at V1, can you see V1 is across the battery? Now even if there is no current flowing, you will still have a reading of the battery, and that will give you the total voltage, which we also call EMF when there is no current flowing. And since we know it's 10 volts, V1 will still give you a reading of 10 volts even if the switch is open. But if you're looking at V2 and V3, those ones are not across the battery, they are across resistors. So if the current is not flowing, no current is going to flow through the rest of the circuit, which means V2 and V3 won't have readings, only V1, because V1 is across the battery. So V2 and V3 will both have 0 volts each. Right, 7.2, calculate the total resistance of the circuit. Again, for a series circuit, you just add all of the resistance. So you're going to say 1.5 ohms plus 4 ohms plus 2.5 ohms, and that will give you 8 ohms. Right, 7.3, calculate the reading on the emitter. Remember, emitter measures current. Now, it's a series circuit, which means we're talking about the same current everywhere, which is the total current. So if we're working out total current, we need to use total resistance and total voltage. So again, the formula that has all three of those is R is equals to V over I. You're going to substitute the total resistance, which is 8 from the previous question. Total voltage, we said, is 10 volts from each of these cells, and that will give you a current of 1.25 amps. And remember, every single answer that you have has to have units. Every single answer must always have units. Right, 7.4, the reading on voltmeter V1. Now, V1, can you see? It's across the battery, which means it's giving us total voltage. And we already said the total voltage is by multiplying the voltage of each cell by how many cells there are. So there's 5 cells and each one has 2 volts, which will give you a total of 10 volts. Right, 7.5, the reading on the voltmeter V2. Now, can you see that V2 is across the 2.5 ohm resistor? It's not across the battery or cell, which means it's not giving us total voltage. It's giving us specific voltage for this 2.5 ohm resistor. So since they're asking us to use specific voltage, we need to use specific resistance also. We can't use the total resistance. So again, we're going back to that formula, V is equals to IR, and use it again. And remember, we said since it's a series circuit, current is the same everywhere, so we will use the same current, which is 1.25, and the resistance, which is the specific one for this, is 2.5 ohms, so resistance will be 2.5, and that will give you total voltage of 3.13 volts. Okay, and then the final one, 7.6, the reading on voltmeter V3. Now again, if you look at V3, can you see that V3 is connected across 2 resistors? It's connected across the 4 ohm resistor as well as the 1.5 ohm resistor. So it's giving us the reading of both of these resistors together. Now, if you remember, I said there's many ways to calculate all the answers in electricity, but I'm going to give you the simplest way. So again, we said in a series circuit, the voltage is divided, and if you add all of the voltages, you'll get the total voltage. So since we know the total voltage is 10 volts, since we calculated the voltage of V2, which is 3.13 volts, we can take the total voltage minus this voltage, and that will give us the voltage of V3, which is for these 2 resistors. So we're going to just say V total is equals to V2 V2 plus V3. The total is 10. V2 is 3.13 and V3 will be the difference, which will give you 6.87 volts. So here we're not using an actual formula, we're just using the theory that we know what happens in series to voltage, and then we just have to find the difference from it.